You're watching the Daily Dodge pregame show.
It's Thursday night Legion Baseball here at the BDHS Baseball Diamond, and it's all right here on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam and Daily Dodge TV. Beaver Dam Post 146 White Construction. They've taken 8 of their last 9 and roll into tonight's contest with an 11-2 clip. They took down Hustisford 5-1 on Tuesday behind some dominant pitching. We will jump into Jake Julka's performance from a couple of days ago in just a bit, while Watertown Legion Post 189 is fresh off of a much-needed 3-2 walk-off victory over Fort Atkinson last night. They snapped a 3-game skid in that contest and improved to 9-6 on the summer. A youthful squad that is improving game by game is Watertown. High school sports on both Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam is presented to you by Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, the Beaver Dam Unified School District, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Napleton Chevy Buick GMC, Klodowski Real Estate, Slumberland, Pizza Ranch, Home and Auto, the Park Village Shopping Center, Surefire, Richards Insurance, Landmark Credit Union, Preferred Dental Partners, and Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly. Be sure to stay up to date with the Beaver Dam Unified School District at bdusd.org and follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Beaver Dam USD. The Beaver Dam Unified School District's monthly Board of Education business meetings are streamed live on the district's YouTube page. Visit bdusd.org for Board of Education information and details on upcoming meetings. Watertown rolling in at 9-6, fresh off that walk-off victory yesterday. Beaver Dam 11-2, also going to be celebrating the 1984 state championship team 40th anniversary. Plenty of pomp and circumstance going on there throughout the weekend. Watertown and Beaver Dam here on Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN starts real soon.
Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster at Columbus Family Dental. If you've been unhappy with your smile, it's time that you come and see us. Our team of doctors are waiting to help you get your smile back. We'll take the time to talk with you and treat you like a member of our family, not just another number. Whether it's a whole mouth makeover or simply a little tweak, we'll find the right solution that fits you. For your free, no-pressure consultation, call us today at 623-5559.
Your Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly and Beaver Dam knows that Wisconsinites take tailgating seriously, and they'll help you take it to the next level with their award-winning Fox Brothers brats and everything you need, whether you're at the game or enjoying it at home. Fox Brothers award-winning exclusive recipes use only the highest quality ingredients you'll taste with every bite and every brat. Try their 11 Grand Champion brats and sausages, including their pre-cooked Fox Brothers original brats, spicy Southwest chicken brats, and Philly cheese brats. Check them out online at foxbrospigglywiggley.com.
American drivers overpay an average of $368 per year on their auto insurance. Why? Because, well, insurance is hard. It's complicated. It's time-consuming to get quotes from multiple companies, so we overpay. Or we call Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Make one call and receive a quote from a great company like Auto Owners Insurance. The team at Richards Insurance will literally do all the work for you. So if you could be saving money each month with an Auto Owners Insurance policy, you'll know about it. How much will you save with Richards Insurance? To find out, call Richards Insurance or stop in at 123 North Spring Street, downtown Beaver Dam. With offices in Columbus, Watertown, West Bend, and Oshkosh. With over 50 employees and hundreds of years insurance experience across 5 offices, you'll get full-service counseling with no obligation. Your auto owner's insurance carrier is Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Call 887-1615.
We'll be there with you. Richards Insurance of Beaver Dam.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection
and a price that's low.
You'll find
friendly smiles and a warm hello every time.
We make you feel at home and auto sales
every time.
We make you feel at home
and auto sales.
Cheer. Now cheer louder. Any accomplishment worth doing is worth doing with all your heart and soul. The entire team at Hometown Glass and Improvement knows that dedication, time, and respect can lead to greatness. When practicing free throws, running for a touchdown, or installing new windows and doors, it is commitment to something larger than oneself that creates a legacy. So keep cheering for your hometown team. Hometown Glass and Improvement online at hometownglass.com.
Chris Klodowski Real Estate. As a realtor, there is such joy in driving past one of our clients' houses that is now the place they call home. Be it a first-time home buyer, a relocation to our community, or someone upsizing or downsizing. We are passionate about the place you call home and meeting your wants and needs each step of the way. We sell the houses, you make it a home. Questions? Give us a call, 920-219-9212. Klodowski Real Estate, your trusted real estate advisors.
For every, where's the grocery list? I'll go to the store.
So you'll fill up my car on the way home?
Moment. If it has to do with your life and your money, it's a landmark moment, and Landmark Credit Union is here to help. With free checking accounts that offer you the choice of getting paid dividends on your balance or earning rewards points on your purchases. Opening an account is fast and simple and gives you access to Credit Hub, powered by Savvy Money, which shows your credit score so you can keep your finances healthy. Landmark Credit Union. Visit landmarkcu.com, insured by NCUA.
Hi, this is Sandy from McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We are proud to support all Beaver Dam athletes. While at home watching high school sports, why not be comfortable? McKinstry's is a lazy boy comfort studio. We have sofas, recliners, sectionals, and reclining sofas. Stop into McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam and add comfort to your home.
Year after year, McKinstry's.
You're watching the Daily Dodge pregame show.
Thursday night Legion baseball here at the BDHS Baseball Diamond. Beaver Dam post 146 rolling into tonight with an 11-2 record. Winners of 8 of their last 9 and one of their better winning streaks so far this year on a 3-game heater trying to make it 4. Watertown Legion post 189, 9-6, 8-6 before yesterday. They are in a little stretch where they're playing 3 games in 4 days, and they took down Fort Atkinson 3-2 in walk-off fashion. Here's your starting lineup for Watertown Legion post 189. David Cashing leads off, fresh off of a 3-for-4 performance. He's followed up by Matthew Hammond and Jaden Ninman. Brady Lesser, Hayden Doty, and Drew Schauer are the middle third. Keenan Eckert hits 7th, Jacob Gates 8th, and Eli Clark 9th for Watertown post 189. Rich Padron is the field manager for the second year. Watertown holds that 9-6 record on the season. Did start the year out 4-1, and they are 5-5 since. Beaver Dam out in the outfield, left to right. It's DeMaster in left, the speedster in Kyler Keel in center, and Franke in right. Westover at third, Jolka over at short, following a great performance 2 days ago through 6 1/3 innings pitched. Gave up just 1 run. It was not earned, and he struck out 6. Gruenwald's over there at second today. Strakota finishing out the infield over at first. Wendorf is behind the plate catching balls and strikes for Boston Damon as both field managers get ready to take the field. We're about 5 minutes out. We'll take a 4-minute break, and then it'll be time for Legion baseball between Watertown and Beaver Dam on Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN.
When it comes to a winning lineup, turn to the selection of new and pre-owned vehicles at Napleton GM in Beaver Dam. Their team goes the extra mile to provide a winning experience, from hassle-free financing options to exceptional customer service. It's like having a dedicated cheering section cheering you on in every step of the vehicle purchase. Give the team at Napleton GM in Beaver Dam a call at 920-885-3301 or visit napleton151.com and find new roads with their winning inventory.
The winter weather can play havoc on your hands and hair. Fear not, the folks at Wonder Nails and Spa has just the ticket for you. Call 887-4374 and let them pamper you. Let them chase away those winter blues. Let's talk hair. Long, beautiful hair, shining, whoa, I digress. The team of cost cutters will put a shimmer and shine to your mood, and their retail products are the best in the business. Call 885-0437 today. That's why you hear everyone say, I shop Park Village Shopping Center, and you should too.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we'd like to thank our Swedish friends for bringing the buffet to America. They called it the smorgasbord, but it was a success anyway. So we started our own buffet and loaded it up with pizza, chicken, sides, salads, and cactus bread. And you can even request any pizza you want anytime you visit. We call it Buffet Your Way, because smorgasbord your way, well, that doesn't rhyme at all. Pizza Ranch.
Check out your local Pizza Ranch in Beaver Dam, Watertown, or Waupun, or check out pizzaranch.com.
At Preferred Dental Partners, our core values are more than just something we put on our wall. They're something we live out. Core value number 2 is the wow experience. This means that from the moment you walk in the door until the time you leave, we want to provide an experience for our patients that is unlike anything you've had before. There are lots of choices of dentists, and we never want anyone to feel they have to be here. We want them to choose to be here because they feel heard, welcomed, and well cared for. If you want to see what the wow experience is about, call or text Preferred Dental Partners today.
Hey, it's Stacy with Slumberland, Beaver Dam in Watertown. Stop in and see everything that our store has to offer. We built it just for you. We have mattresses, box springs, power bases, bedroom sets, furniture, living room sets, dining sets, everything that you would need to complete your entire home. We've got our interest-free financing and a really great local staff here to help you. So you've got all local people here to help you out from start to finish for anything that you would need. So stop in, shop local, and save big with us.
The comfort in your home is too important to trust to just anyone. With over 75 years in the industry, Surefire Heating and Air Conditioning is proud to bring our community the heating and cooling services you deserve. Expect nothing short of excellence in service, installation, and 24/7 emergency service. As a premier Lennox dealer, we carry the best in equipment to bring you and your home peace of mind. Schedule your annual maintenance or claim your free in-home estimate today, 920-485-4883. Surefire, keeping what's important comfortable since 1947.
Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster at Columbus Family Dental. If you've been unhappy with your smile, it's time that you come and see us. Our team of doctors are waiting to help you get your smile back. We'll take the time to talk with you and treat you like a member of our family, not just another number. Whether it's a whole mouth makeover or simply a little tweak, we'll find the right solution that fits you. For your free, no-pressure consultation, call us today at 623-5559.
Your Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly and Beaver Dam knows that Wisconsinites take tailgating seriously, and they'll help you take it to the next level with their award-winning Fox Brothers brats and everything you need, whether you're at the game or enjoying it at home. Fox Brothers award-winning exclusive recipes use only the highest quality ingredients you'll taste with every bite and every brat. Try their 11 Grand Champion brats and sausages, including their pre-cooked Fox Brothers original brats, spicy Southwest chicken brats, and Philly cheese brats. Check them out online at foxbrospigglywiggley.com.
You're watching the Daily Dodge pregame show.
All right, and there is the national anthem. We'll do some reintroductions here. So I'm Corey Sparks, your play-by-play broadcaster for the evening. We do have a special guest we're going to be welcoming on in just a moment. Aiden Voigt is our video engineer on site for the Daily Dodge TV proceedings, and then back at the station for 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. Our audio engineer for today, Jack Wilski, and my color commentator, I don't get many of these, is one of our newest employees for Good Karma Brands and 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, Daily Dodge, and 95.3 WBEV. Here it is. I'm going to try and say the last name. Wally Lukashinsky. I drilled it. Perfect. Perfect. Well, Wally, welcome on. Fourth day on the job, right?
It is the fourth
you're here.
day. Yeah, thank you for having me, Corey. I'm fired up to be here. It's a great night for baseball.
Absolutely, man. We've got a great game on hand between two winning ball clubs. Beaver Dam rolling in at 11-2, six-time state champs. They are celebrating the 1984 team this weekend, going up against Watertown. And you're going to learn, Wally, throughout the various sports, whether it be football, summer baseball, basketball. Watertown and Beaver Dam, there's a little bit of this. I'm putting my fists together. There's some conflict. There's a bit of a rivalry, and that definitely stems over into the summer months.
Friendly neighbors are not always so friendly.
Exactly. Friendly neighbors for sure. So we're going to do a bit of a hybrid interview slash, obviously we're calling a baseball game here too, type of broadcast. We'll go over the Watertown Legion post 189 lineup one more time. So Davis Cashin leads off. Behind him, Matthew Hammond, number 12, playing in center field. Third is Jaden Ninman playing over at second. Brady Lesnar is batting cleanup, and he's pitching. Hayden Doty batting 5th and playing shortstop. Playing left field and batting 6th is Drew Schauer. Batting 7th and playing in right field is Keenan Eckert. Batting 8th and playing the hot corner is Jacob Gates. And rounding it out for the 9-6 Watertown Post 189 team is Eli Clark. He is playing at first. And there we are. Hello to our Daily Dodge TV viewers. Is this the first look at Wally? It might be. Well, there's a picture of you on our Facebook somewhere.
Yeah, unfortunately for all of you guys, you do get to see me there. You won't have to tonight, so lucky for everybody involved.
First pitch from Boston Damon, an off speed that misses up and inside to make it 1-0 on Cashin. Lots of blue out there today. So Beaver Dam Post 146, blue and red. They got the red and white trim. Watertown just blue and white, and strike one taking on the outer half to make it 1-1. These are two good baseball teams, Wally, both coming off wins a couple days ago. Watertown got a good old-fashioned walk-off last night. Those always feel pretty good.
Absolutely.
3-2 over Fort Atkinson. Damon goes two-seamer. It rides up and in to make it 2-1 on Mr. Cashin. You're a Pirates fan, so you're a pretty happy camper today. I don't mean to air your business out. It was a good day to be a Pirates fan.
Do not hate me at home. We do not get many series wins in Milwaukee. You got to let me have one.
Exactly. The 2-1 misses low and away in the dirt to make it a 3-1 hitters count on Cashin. Damon, a 2024 Badger Large honorable mention across the conference. Senior, looking to play a little more baseball before he goes to college in the WIAC. 3-1 is fouled off up and away down the right side. Yeah, lots of blue. That's going to be tough. Usually one of the teams kind of bends and goes with like an inverted color, but Watertown's got their blue and Beaver Dam has theirs. So good thing it's not basketball. 3-2, taken low and inside for a walk. Cashin earns the title of the first base runner of the game.
Corey, to be fair, water is blue when
That
it's
is
in a
true.
pool at least, so maybe they have to be blue here.
And it has been raining a lot, so that's only fitting, right?
Yeah,
Oh, that's a good
I was going
point.
to say, it's a perfect match right here. You get all the water in Beaver Dam
Yep.
and Watertown. Got to have blue.
Water, and then the dam is there to stop the water. I like it. First pitch to Hammond. It buzzes by him, and he swings through it for strike one. I never even thought of that. Maybe that's why. That's got to be why they're blue. If you have water in your name, you can't be anything else.
I mean, what else were you going to be? You can't go out there in, like, translucent clothes, so it's got to be blue.
Damon spikes one over to first. It's trapped by Strakota, and Cashin dives in head first. That's a pretty good point. You got the umpires wearing like the baby blue. It's blue everywhere. I'm wearing red. Off speed is fouled up and over the chains behind the right side of the grandstands here. Make it 0-2. That is true. We do have a little, we'll call it 6x6 blue tent over us. It helps with, flying baseballs, which we will get those from time to time. 0-2, swung on, and tomahawk swing and miss for strike three for out number one. Yeah, I've been almost hit, I want to say like 3 or 4 times this spring, so that's actually not too bad. I thought it was going to be more than that.
Well, luckily today, you're going to have somebody to be the moving missile for you.
There you go. Jaden Inman steps in from the right side, and he swipes through strike one. Another check over there on first. Damon not able to get him in time. Not a bad year for Boston Damon on the mound. 3-0, 26 innings pitched, ERA of 2.42. Curveball loops up and north of the zone for a ball, make it 1-1. I don't think we're going to get rain, and I wish I had wood to knock on right now, because as soon as you say something like that, it's going to start pouring.
You have
That's
my head
really
you can
fun.
knock on. We'll be good.
1-1 from Damon. Another curveball. Comebacker up the middle, past his glove. It skids into center field. And base runners go station to station. Cashin to second. Ninman to first for the first hit of the ball game. It's a tough one to react to.
Sitting on 2-0, too.
Mm-hmm.
Goes right up the box.
It's always tough as a pitcher, too. You're finishing that follow-through. Your glove's not exactly at the ready for something like that.
In double play depth, you might think that guy behind you has a shot at it. You don't want to get involved.
Right. Don't want to ricochet it, do more harm than good. First pitch to Brady Lesnar. We have pitcher on pitcher here as Lesnar batting in the cleanup spot, and he takes ball one downstairs. Damon working out of the stretch now with 2 base runners on and 1 down. Fastball floats up and away, make it 2-0. Okay, getting a look at the radar here. It's isolated, but nothing too close. Now something will pop up and blossom right over Beaver Dam. And we'll all huddle under our little 6x6 tent. 2-0 from Damon. Clips the outer half for a strike, make it 2-1 on Lesnar.
Corey, what are we going with here on 2-1?
2-1. He's worked from behind a little bit. It's a neutral count. We'll go fastball. Fastball it is.
That's
downstairs.
Why this guy's the best right here.
Clips him at the knees, make it a 2-2 count with one down. Pivotal moment early on. Watertown trying to set the tempo with runners on first and second. Pause from Damon. He looks behind himself and comes home. Clips the outer half. Quite the orchestrated strikeout call there from the crew chief, and it's 2 down. Dotted him up there.
That looked really tight on the outside corner. That might have been a friendly call for the hometown team here.
Shout out to Mr. Wendorf for framing that one in. Hayden Doty wastes no time and swipes through strike one. Sits over the plate. 2 down, runners on first and second, 0-1 the count. Damon working pretty quickly here. Haven't seen him shake off a whole lot of signs. He takes the first one here. Another fastball, carbon copy of the first pitch, and quickly 0-2.
We're going in the dirt here, Corey.
Yeah? Throwaway pitch?
We're throwing slider. Well, I could go curveball low.
Slider, curveball, some type of off-speed here.
We're going off-speed low.
Damon's 0-2. Right down the heart again. It's fouled off straight back against the chains. He went right at him.
So I'm 0 for 1 so far, Corey.
All good. All good. Plenty of opportunities coming up here. As Damon gets a new baseball. Runners on first and second, 2 down. The 0-2 slides out of the zone. Make it 1-2. Yeah, summer baseball or Legion baseball here, it's interesting because you got a culmination of guys who do play for the high school in the spring and others who are just getting reps. So you kind of get a wide spread of skill set here. 1-2, flared down the right side and foul. Just a bit late on that one.
He's really been challenging these batters here in the first.
Yeah, I don't sense that Damon's really trying to go around anybody. That's for sure. Doty, a 282 hitter through the first 15 games of the season. 1-2 again. Whips outside, and it's 2-2. He's been in the driver's seat for at least a couple of these at-bats. 2 strike counts. 2 of the last 3 at-bats have ended in a strikeout. Damon trying to make it 3 for 4. 2-2. Off the end of the bat and flares up and on the roof of the Beaver Dam dugout.
They're playing him straight up in center field right now, too.
They
There's
are.
a lot of gaps out there.
No big shift on. 2-2. And Doden's battling here. Doty's fouled off the last couple of pitches. Still a 2-2 count with 2 down. Neither side really giving too much. The shortstop and Jolka creeping in, ready to cover if Damon wants to opt to try and take out the lead runner. Off speed, floats up and inside, make it a 3-2 count. Doty backs away from it. You see that a lot. Back him off the plate. Maybe he tries to clip the outer edge here.
Runners will be going.
3-2. Wave and a miss. 3 strikeouts in the final 4 at-bats, and Mr. Damon strands 2. We're scoreless after half a frame between Watertown and Beaver Dam post 146. To the bottom of the first we go on 1430 ESPN and Daily Dodge TV.
Cheer. Now cheer louder. Any accomplishment worth doing is worth doing with all your heart and soul. The entire team at Hometown Glass and Improvement knows that dedication, time, and respect can lead to greatness. When practicing free throws, running for a touchdown, or installing new windows and doors, it is commitment to something larger than oneself that creates a legacy. So keep cheering for your hometown team. Hometown Glass and Improvement online at hometownglass.com.
Like they're watching it, so you don't want too much. And we are back here on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam and Daily Dodge TV. Corey Sparks and Wally, Lukashinsky?
Yeah,
Lukashinsky.
you got it. You drilled it.
Lukashinsky. I did not drill it. We are here with you, Aiden Boyd, our video engineer, and Jack Wilski back at the station, helping us stay on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. It's Watertown post 189 against Beaver Dam post 146. Scoreless after half a frame. Here's how Beaver Dam lines up on offense. Boston Damon, starting pitcher, he leads off. Jake Jolka behind him, Jarek Westover hitting third. Middle third is Kyler Keel, Braden Strakota, and Carson Franke. Bottom third, Bradley Wendorf. Liam Gruenwald and Ben DeMaster. Left to right in the outfield for Watertown, rolling into today at 9 and 6. It's Schauer, Hammond, and Eckert. Left side of the infield is Gates and Doty. Right side, Ninman and Clark. Cashin catching balls and strikes for Brady Lesnar. 1-1 through 4 starts. All 4 of his appearances have been of the starting variety. 14 innings pitched. You'll like this ERA, Wally. 0.44. That's not too bad.
Not too bad. That's right.
Not too bad at all.
Yeah, you'll win a lot of baseball games if your starter's throwing .44s at it.
Exactly. 19 strikeouts to 12 walks, so the command, bit of an issue, but he's missing a lot of bats. That's the big important part. Trying to tell what that is in the distance. So there is a racetrack down the right side. We might end up hearing that at some point. Sprint cars, but that's not that yet. Thursday? I know there's some on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. They're pretty packed in the summer, that's for sure. Beaver Dam winning 7 of their last 8. Again, Watertown had that walk-off victory against Fort Atkinson last night, 3-2 fashion. Did have a chance to talk to their field manager, and he gave me a couple key players, some that we've already called already. Brady Lesnar, Davis Cashin, Keenan Eckert. He said all 3 of them have really been pivotal for a team that's young, learning, and sometimes they don't make routine plays look like routine plays, but they're growing, and, you know, if you're 9 and 6 and you start the year out 4-1, you're doing something right. Boston Damon steps in from the right side and takes strike 1.
There's juice in this arm.
Yeah, Mr. .44 ERA. He's got it for a reason. Big leg kick, the 0-1. Fastball nips the outer half to make it 0-2 on Damon.
Corey, we're seeing early the outside part of the plate for right-handed batters is getting a lot of strike calls.
It's pitcher friendly, 0-2. Fastball floats up and inside, make it 1-2 as Damon lays off it. Yeah, I feel like the outer half definitely a little more expansive than you might sometimes see. 1-2. A slider low and inside. Looks like it skipped through the dirt to make it 2-2.
As long as we see the consistency, and we've seen it for the first half
right?
and the bottom half, we'll take it.
You don't want that strike zone to change too much, that's for sure. Then people get confused. 2-2 line right at the shortstop in Doty. He ranges to his right, nabs it out of the air, and that's out number 1. Those hurt. I mean, solid hit baseball, and you got to march back to your dugout.
I know, right at the shortstop, too. Doesn't have to move more than 2 steps.
Yeah. As a pitcher, you're going, oh, might have got away with one there. But, yeah, defense supporting Lesnar early on. 1 down. Here's Jake Jolka playing shortstop today. He steps in to the right-handed batter's box. Shows bunt on the first pitch, backs away, and no strike signature, so make it 0-1. Jolka threw 2 days ago, went 6 1/3, struck out 6 and allowed 1 unearned run. Did get the win. Takes fastball neck high for a ball, make it 2-0. Talk about somebody who works fast. Here's Lesnar again, 2-0. Peppers that one middle for a strike.
He works fast, but he's also huge on the mound, and it's just an overpowering view as a batter up there.
Yeah, I'd be tempted to take time here at some point if you get in one of those longer at-bats. The 2-1. Jolka showing bunt. Deadens that one down the left side. It's barehanded by Gates, and he has no play at first.
That was a perfect bunt. Right down the line, stays in the grass, dies right before the third baseman.
Absolutely. So an infield single for Jake Jolka gets Beaver Dam on the board in the hits category. I think the toughest part about that one, Wally, is he didn't show bunt until pitcher was in his windup.
You know, this is baseball for you, too. You hit a rope to the shortstop on the first at-bat, and then you lay one down and you get the first.
You're rewarded with it. Jarek Westover steps into the left-handed batter's box and ducks out of the way of ball 1. That's true. Two quite opposite types of contact there, and the Lesser's rewarded. Fastball taken up and away for a ball, make it 2-0.
It'll be interesting to see if he stays working this fast now with a runner on base here.
Right, out of the stretch, wave and a miss for strike 1. Make it a 2-1 neutral count. Being a little more cognizant of that runner on first in Jolka. And he checks on him now, throw over. Jolka dives head first in safely, and Clark saves that one from rolling away. Big thing here is limiting errors, especially in summer ball. You don't want one of those to get away, give up a free 90 feet. 2-1. And looks like for the lefties, the outer half maybe a little more trimmed up. Make it a 3-1 count.
It's like those old computer screens you got to get coordinated for.
Yeah, you got to calibrate it.
Calibrate it, exactly.
3-1. That's a liner near the shortstop in Doty. He can't get to it, and it skids into left center field. Going first to third is Jolka, and that ball cut off by the shortstop in Doty. Runners on the corners with only one down. Beaver Dam threatening.
You got a great read off the bat there. He never stopped for a second, knew that ball was getting down, and without a doubt was getting a third.
Absolutely, even with Lesnar frequently checking on him. Here's the speedster on this team in Kyler Keel, playing in center field for a reason. Runners on the corners, one down. We'll see if Westover opts to warrant a throw over to second. He will do just that. The ball gets by, and everyone's going to advance. Jolka touches home plate, 1-0 Beaver Dam. Westover in scoring position.
Going to do a little damage to the .44.
Yeah, just a bit, as that's going down as a wild pitch. Almost wonder if the catcher and Cashin got deked out there. A lot to worry about. You see the runner going and a ball down. You know, your eyes might be in two different spots. 1-0. Rises up high, make it 2-0 on the fastball.
Definitely showing aggression on the base pass early, trying to make him a little uncomfortable there on the mound.
Oh, yeah.
Early success with it.
2-0, taking down the heart for strike one. Speaking of aggression on the base paths, through 13 games, Mr. Kyler Keel, who's batting right now, already has 8 stolen bases. 2-1, ballooned into center, right at the center fielder in Hammond. He didn't have to move much. Can of corn, and that's 2 down. Lots of solid contact. You know, 3 liners and the 1 bunt. Everyone's putting the ball in play, though.
Yeah, he's not been missing a lot of bats here early. It'll be interesting to see if he settles in.
Got Braden Strakota stepping in from the right side with a runner on second and 2 down. Beaver Dam up 1-0. Long check back at second by Lesnar, and he steps off. Strakota, we'll call it about a month ago, had a walk-off double to right, and then found out after the game it was his birthday. So not a bad day to do something like that.
Tell you what, too, there's a lot of room over on the right side right now.
Oh, yeah. First pitch, it's a hesitant swing and a miss by Strakota. Let the bat go with the right hand, and it's 0-1. There's a lot of space down that line. Could shoot one over the first baseman's head, and Westover can trot home as well. 0-1, taking outer half for strike 2.
Now looks more like the stuff that we kind of came in expecting with the .44 ERA. Yeah. Nasty movement inside to the outer part of the plate there.
And now he's in the driver's seat. 0-2 can really minimize the damage to just 1 run. Long check back on second. The 0-2. Fastball just above the letters, and a delayed steal attempt. Westover gets in safely at third.
More aggression. You see it there, just holding out, waiting for the little bit of a relaxed throwback to the pitcher. Bolt, and no one sees it coming.
He jumped it perfectly.
Someone's been watching Ellie De La Cruz.
1-2. This one, a liner over the shortstop again. That's deposited into left field. Coming home to score is Westover, and it's 2-0 Beaver Dam. That pays off right away. Next pitch.
Especially there, you know that the outfield's going to play a little bit further back, more normal. If the runner's on second, you might be a little bit more aggressive, try to get that runner out at home there.
Exactly. Now there's no question if you're 90 feet away. RBI number 8 of the summer for Mr. Strakota. Carson Franke up next. 2 down, runner on first. And Lesnar distracted by the base runners a little bit here. First pitch taken low and outside for ball 1. So we got a stolen base. What was going to be a stolen base before a wild pitch with runners on the corners. Late throw over to first on the ball that's taken low and away. And diving back in safely is Strakota. Make it a 2-0 count.
Very clearly, it's not just the mound here that we're worried about. We got the catcher out here also looking at first. Obviously, aggression's on the mind.
Cashin being cognizant. This one's blooped into right center field. Ranging to his right and making the play on the run is Eckert. Beaver Dam strikes for two. First on a wild pitch, Jake Jolka scoring. Second on an RBI single by Braden Strakota. 2-0, we head to the top of the second between Watertown and Beaver Dam on 1430 ESPN and Daily Dodge TV.
Chris Kladowski Real Estate. As a realtor, there is such joy in driving past one of our clients' houses that is now the place they call home. Be it a first-time home buyer, a relocation to our community, or someone upsizing or downsizing. We are passionate about the place you call home and meeting your wants and needs each step of the way. We sell the houses, you make it a home. Questions? Give us a call, 920-219-9212. Kladowski Real Estate, your trusted real estate advisors.
We welcome you back to some Thursday Night Legion baseball here in Dodge County at the Beaver Dam High School Baseball Diamond. After one, it's 2-0. Beaver Dam post 146 over Watertown post 189. Corey Sparks and Wally Lukashinsky here with you. Did I get it that time?
You're hard on yourself. You are doing great. It's Lukashinsky. You're drilling it.
Perfect. You'll be hearing and seeing a lot more of Wally here. First week, I'd say if you're killing it so far, you've had a good first 4 days. What do you think of Beaver Dam so far?
I was just going to say, I have absolutely fallen in love with this town. I was in Wisconsin for 3 years in high school, so I've been eager to get back. And
yeah.
Beaver Dam is not missed. I have been in love with the town since I've got here.
That is awesome stuff. You'll definitely see it's a loyal audience when it comes to the prep sports scene. I mean, this is a summer ball game, and I'd venture to say we've got 70 or 80 in the stands here. You go to some of those football games, and you're creeping near the 1,000 mark. So exciting stuff on the horizon.
It's a good summer to be a Golden Beaver.
Oh, yeah. 6, 7, and 8 due up for Watertown. Drew Schauer takes strike one on the outer half. Boston Damon still on the mound. His 0-1. Fouled off straight back against the fencing, and that's where those fans in the first couple of rows go, oh, I'm glad that fence is there because that got plenty of steam coming at you.
Corey, I'm sure you've seen that viral video of the older woman who had the ball come at her face just like that, completely unfazed.
Stone cold expression. The 0-2, crowd's up and in for a ball. Eckert hitting 207, coming off an 0-for-3 performance, looking to shake that off from last night. First pitch, curveball, out in front of it is Eckert for strike one. Saw a lot of first pitch fastball in that first inning. Damon kind of spicing things up here. He nutmegs his own catcher for ball one. Gotta introduce you to some good food spots here. I'm still learning myself, but.
Anytime you guys have food.
Oh, yeah. 1-1 taken upstairs for ball two.
Have food.
Oh, yeah. 1-1 taken upstairs for ball two. Yeah, good food variety. We're not too far from the Madison area or Milwaukee or Oshkosh. 2-1. Slides in there for strike two, make it a 2-2 count with one down and nobody on here in the top of the second. But there's good food variety in Beaver Dam, too.
It's Wisconsin, baby. There's good food everywhere.
A 2-2 fastball taken up and outside. Damon kind of walking gingerly off the mound there for a second to load the count full. Favorite type of food? If you have to get, like your favorite meal. 3-2. Taken inner half for strike three. 4 Ks through an inning and 2/3. Not too bad for Damon. It's 2 down.
This is me stalling on the food question, but that was that inside part of the plate for a right-handed hitter that we didn't get seen called too much there. 3-2 count. Might be a little too close to take there, Corey.
I know. Yeah, especially in that scenario, right? You want to try and fend everything off. First pitch to Jacob Gates, who steps in from the right side. It is taken for strike one.
Well, Spitfire. Pizza's outstanding.
Oh, yeah.
But I tell you, Fox Brother Brats, man. I'm so happy to be back.
I like it as Gates scoops one into left center field, and that shoots the gap. Hard turnaround first, and he parks it after about 15 feet into his round. A 2-out single for Mr. Gates. Ignore that. May or may not have just scooted my laptop off the edge of the bench. We'll just throw that right there.
Just a little character building. We're okay.
Here's Eli Clark with a runner on first and 2 down. And the first baseman takes one right down the heart for strike one. Favorite type of pizza? I'm going to grill you here.
Okay. I'll be ready for this after this pitch.
Perfect. 0-1 from Damon. Trying to work that outer edge and just misses it there on the fastball to make it 1-1.
You can't go wrong with pepperoni, but here's the thing, Corey.
Okay.
You throw any kind of pepper on there, banana, jalapeno, I'm going to be all about it.
Ooh, okay. I need to build up the tolerance for something like that. Slider, wave and a miss, and a ball that bends into the other batter's box, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, there's not too many foods that are safe for me. I'm not going to lie to you.
Pineapple debate.
Oh,
Where are we
no,
standing on it?
Come on.
I'm not going to show my hand.
This was a real country at one point.
The 1-2 is flared into right center field. Tracking over to his right is Franke. He gloves it and strands the runner on first. 2-0 your score. Beaver Dam out in front after a frame and a half. We'll get Wally's take on the pineapple debate when we come back here on 1430 ESPN and Daily Dodge TV.
For every, where's the grocery list? I'll go to the store.
So you'll fill up my car on the way home?
Moment. If it has to do with your life and your money, it's a landmark moment, and Landmark Credit Union is here to help. With free checking accounts that offer you the choice of getting paid dividends on your balance or earning rewards points on your purchases. Opening an account is fast and simple and gives you access to Credit Hub, powered by Savvy Money, which shows your credit score so you can keep your finances healthy. Landmark Credit Union. Visit landmarkcu.com, insured by NCUA.
And we are back here on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam and Daily Dodge TV. Beaver Dam Post 146 holds a 2-0 lead over Watertown Post 189. That 2 spot put on by Beaver Dam in the bottom half of the first. Jake Jolka scored in a wild pitch, and Braden Strakota hit Jarek Westover home on a single. But something that's not really going to go down in the stat sheet other than a simple stolen base is Westover stole third on the throw back up to the mound to get 90 feet closer. That's paying dividends so far. All right, back to the real topic here, Wally. We were talking about food, pizza, favorite toppings, and I brought up the dreaded pineapple word. Where do we stand on it?
Well, and see, that's where I'm a little concerned is that you brought it up. Because I'm worried about where you stand on this.
Don't worry.
There's a real answer. And the answer is never, in no possible way is it ever acceptable. No, not a chance.
What? Okay, have you tried it?
Yes, I've tried it, but why? First of all, it's just terrible. I'd love to hear people at
I'm
home
shocked.
take on
I
this.
thought you would have swore up and down by it.
Oh man, I like pineapple, but come on, don't ruin a good thing for me.
Back to the top of the order for the second time. Here's Davis Cashin.
Have I tried Culver's,
Culver's.
Aiden? Oh, have I tried Culver's? I was here for 3 years in high school, mind you. This is a big body.
Or excuse me, so it's 7, 8, and 9, and Brad Wendorf's in there. He's taking 2 balls low now, so it's 2-0. Yeah, big Culver's guy here, too. I'm an advocate for that place. 3-0 now, and a ball low and in from Lesnar.
I'm going to upset you, though.
Oh?
Perhaps.
Okay.
Cheese curds, what do you throw at it?
Oh, phenomenal. And I was going to say 4-pitch walk, but the outer half has expanded a little bit more, and Wendorf having to march back in there. 3-1 hitters count. Time to be aggressive. Oh, quick pause in play. Someone exiting the Watertown dugout. Maybe noticed something from Lesnar. One of the assistant coaches has something in his left hand. Not sure if that has anything to do with the predicament here. Maybe they're talking about pizza now. Does pineapple belong on it? I'm shocked. I really thought you would have been accepting of that.
I'm accepting of a lot of things. You'll find that out about me.
That's where the line is.
That's the line. Come on. Some things have to be sacred.
Oh.
But back to you, Aiden, just real quick. Cheese curds. I throw marinara at it.
Oh, what do you throw at it?
I know everybody's going to be mad at me here because everybody wants the ranch world.
Interesting. No, I've done that. I feel like there's a lot of dipping sauces there.
I love a squeaky cheese curd.
There we go. 3-1 hitters count for Wendorf. He swipes through a fastball for strike 2. I'm okay with some marinara. I'll get over the pizza thing.
I respect you for that. We'll meet in the middle.
Perfect. 3-2 in on the hands is popped up down the right side. Chasing over to grab it and calling for the ball is Lesnar. Smart thing to do right there with his catcher in Cashin, sprinting that way with a full head of steam. It's all about communication when the ball's in the air.
Well, Corey, we saw 4 pitches to start that last at-bat that probably were balls. You have that mound visit, and he comes out and looks so much more settled on those last 2 pitches.
Sometimes you just need someone to push some confidence into you. Liam Grunwald hitting in the 8 hole with 1 down and nobody on here in the bottom of the second. He swings first pitch. That's a pretty close opportunity for a souvenir as that foul ball flares over the stands and rolls near the JV field there. I thought for a second you had a souvenir. It was tracking in the right direction. It just kept going, though. 0-1. Wave and a miss and a ball that skips in the dirt to make it 0-2.
Had to do the late, great Willie Mays over this fence here for it, but
Yep.
maybe one day.
Say hey, kid.
Say hey.
0-2. Misses low and outside. Another ball in the dirt to make it 1-2. Bit of a waste pitch there. That's kind of what you were looking for in the first inning.
I haven't. I really have enjoyed, though. It seems since that mound visit, he's taken a little bit more time on the mound. He's not working as fast, and he's a little bit more in control.
You know, you're right. Nobody's on base, and there's still a sense of urgency there, but maybe a bit more thought on the mound, a bit more strategy as the 1-2 skips in for ball 2. He's shaking off the catcher once in a while, not just opting for that first selection. 2-2. Wave and a miss. Kind of a sword there as Grunwald broke the plane for strike 3. That is strikeout number 1 on the evening for Lesnar. I'd say that mound visit, at least in a pretty small sample size, paying dividends. That's the most hesitant swing we've seen from Beaver Dam so far. Got him fooled there. Ben DeMaster rounding out the first time through the lineup. He shows bunt, pulls back, and takes strike 1 outer half. Oh-1. Hard ground ball towards the shortstop, muffed by Doty. Loses the hat, fires to first. Not in time. There's an E6 with 2 down.
I know I sound like a broken record talking about the left-handed batter's box right now, but it'd be interesting to see if the catcher and the coach, pitcher all communicate and start trying to hammer that outside a little bit more.
Yeah, if it's getting called, right? See how far you can stretch that part of the zone. Boston Damon steps up for the second time today. Lined out to short his first time up. Throw over to first. That ball skips away from the backhand of Clark. Going to second is DeMaster. He's being told go corner to corner, and he easily nabs third. So that ball is fired back into the infield.
And he had a huge lead to lead off to that pickoff attempt. We're just seeing it right now. It seems to be an obvious game plan. Be very aggressive on the base pass.
Oh, yeah. Force that extra throw, and we've seen 2 errors in the last 1 pitch. E1 there, the first pitch to Damon. Taken lower half for a strike. Now this is where you really start to focus in on Cashin, and he's got to be a wall. Anything by him, and it's 3-0. So we may not see as many balls in the dirt. This one lined to right field. Backing up on it is Eckert. He gloves it easily for a pivotal out number 3. DeMaster stranded 90 feet away. 2-0 Beaver Dam is up after 2 frames. Watertown will bring the bats out when we come back on 1430 ESPN and Daily Dodge TV.
When it comes to a winning lineup, turn to the selection of new and pre-owned vehicles at Napleton GM in Beaver Dam. Their team goes the extra mile to provide a winning experience, from hassle-free financing options to exceptional customer service. It's like having a dedicated cheering section cheering you on in every step of the vehicle purchase. Give the team at Napleton GM in Beaver Dam a call at 920-885-3301 or visit napleton151.com and find new roads with their winning inventory.
And we welcome you back to the Beaver Dam High School Baseball Diamond. It's 2-0 after 2. Beaver Dam post 146 out in front of Watertown post 189. Corey Sparks, Wally Lukashinsky, and then we have Aiden Voigt, video engineering, and Jack Wilski back at the station handling things for us on 1430 ESPN. Wally, I like the questions you're asking. You're asking me, what is Watertown High School's typical mascot? It's the Goslings.
You got to just adjust.
Absolutely. Fight off that outer half a little bit more. Hammond offers that one there, but swipes through some off-speed for strike 2. Westover taking over for Damon after 2 scoreless. Most effective reliever gets the decision now if it is a win for Beaver Dam. 0-2, and Westover looks pretty effective so far. 2 up, 2 down via the strikeout. Tell you what, Wally, that's an early pull to put someone into the 3rd inning, but you can't really tell the difference between the 2 of them right now. Both pretty productive strikeout stuff.
Yeah, both pounding the zone.
Oh, yeah. 6 strikeouts to 1 walk through 2 2/3 for Beaver Dam pitching. Fastball misses head high for ball 1 on Jaden Nidman, stepping in from the right-handed batter's box. Very nice sunset we've got going on here. Peeking through the clouds. The 1-0 spiked in the dirt about 5 or 6 feet in front of the plate for ball 1.
Mid-July, sunset,
yeah.
baseball. It doesn't get any better than this, Corey.
And the weather's perfect.
It really is. There's no wind.
Yep, so we got sunset pictures from Aiden in each pictures, or pictures of a sunset for each game. Yep. 2-0 taken low for ball 3.
I can see why.
Yeah. Super nice view out here. Weather's been good, not too humid. 3-0 from Westover, trying to work back. That's a good start. As he catches the inner half on Ninman, who singled back in the first. Three-one hitters count for Ninman. The offering is skied. That's scooting into left field. The shortstop Njolka ranges to his right, then back left and gloves it. 1-2-3 frame for Westover in his first inning of relief. 2-0 Beaver Dam after 2.5 frames. Bottom third when we come back.
Hey, it's Stacy with Slumberland, Beaver Dam in Watertown. Stop in and see everything that our store has to offer. We built it just for you. We have mattresses, box springs, power bases, bedroom sets, furniture, living room sets, dining sets, everything that you would need to complete your entire home. We've got our interest-free financing and a really great local staff here to help you. So you've got all local people here to help you out from start to finish for anything that you would need. So stop in, shop local, and save big with us.
And we are back here in the bottom of the third frame between Beaver Dam post 146 operating with 2 runs and Watertown post 189 still looking for their first run. Jacob Gates takes over on the mound. Brady Lesnar over to third. A simple 1-for-1 switch between the hot corner and the man on the mound. Lesnar's day is done after allowing that 2 spot in the first and then putting up a goose egg in the second. So Wally, both teams, and I'll speak on a little experience here. I haven't seen it much. Both teams digging into their bullpen in the third inning. Okay.
Corey, what do you think that reason is for?
Looking at the schedule, so Beaver Dam had a game 2 days ago, and I know for a fact Watertown is in the midst of playing 3 in 4, just preserving arms. Making sure that a guy who goes today, it doesn't necessarily mean he's out for the remainder of the week. I think it's kind of a matter of that. Both teams feel like this game is relatively still in hand, so they don't want to blow someone for the full game. I'd say it's a combination of those two things.
Now, in this league, are we typically seeing pitchers that are, firmly in a starting role? Or is it they can be relievers or they're typically relievers as well?
I'd say you're going to see more flexibility with that in summer ball than you would during high school season. High school season, you've got a pretty good idea of who your relievers are, who your setup man is, who your ace is. Here, for example, the shortstop in Jake Julka, who coincidentally is stepping up for Beaver Dam right now, he threw 6 1/3 2 days ago, and now he's starting at shortstop because he can handle the bat pretty well. So you get your Otanis of the league here a lot more in high school when pitchers are still hitting.
Dropping an Otani reference.
Yep. It's dangerous.
That's high praise right here. 6 1/3. I guess you get the nod for that then.
Oh, yeah. Julka takes a pair on the outer half to go down 0-2. So Gates on the mound now. Jacob Gates taking over for Lesnar. Slower delivery for sure. 0-2 rides up and in to make it 1-2 on Julka, who singled back in the first and came around to score on a wild pitch for the first run of the game. A much more methodical presence from Gates. 1-2. Yanked outside and taken for ball 2.
And it does feel like in this last couple innings, both teams have adjusted to the strike zone, and they're really hammering that left-handed batter's box.
Yep. If they're missing outside, and they're trying to find out where that threshold from, that's right on the black to a miss is. Nasty curveball taken inside, and it missed. And even Jake Julka, who, mind you, that's ball 3, was walking up the first baseline. That's not because he thought it was a walk. He almost called himself out there. And it's ball 3, so 3-2. And a comebacker directly at second base that rolls on into center field. And if you're Jake Jolka, I don't think he's going to really protest to say that he might have stole one there.
No, we've been talking about it all day. I feel like a broken record right now, Corey, but where was that pitch?
Yeah,
it was on the inner half.
And it bent in, too. I mean, and Jolka struck himself out. He walked across the plate past the left-handed batter's box. And then turned around and said, I guess I'm still going. Jarek Westover steps in from a left-handed batter's box. Nobody down, runner on first. He swipes through and foul tips one into the mitt for strike one. I haven't seen that very often. You've seen the other way where someone thinks they have a walk and then 15 feet down the line they're rung up, they come back, start screaming.
Kind of hit you with that old school baseball timeout, walk all the way around, take 15 seconds.
Right, the 0-1 taken just on the outside for the lefty and Westover. Make it 1-1, runner on first. Beaver Dam up 2-0, bottom of the third. They're up to bat. This one fouled off and sliced down the left side into the tree line. And make it 1-2. Good night for baseball. I feel like, probably even you've gotten the sense of this since you moved in not too long ago. Had a lot of rain.
A lot of rain this spring.
1-2, sliced into left field. Tracking to his right is Shower, and he snags that one on the run for out number one. Jolka retreating back to first. 1-on-1 down.
Pretty fitting time for Shower to get involved there.
Yeah. Phenomenal. That is phenomenal. You're going to be great.
Oh, man. Just unfortunate observations is what I'd call it.
Here's Kyler Keel with 1 on and 1 down. We are here in the bottom of the third between Watertown post 189 and Beaver Dam post 146. First pitch to Keel is taken upstairs for a ball. Nearing the halfway point of this ball game. Beaver Dam pitching, showing out strong. Textbook bunt laid down the left side again. Going to be a barehanded play for Lesnar. He fires to first and sails it over the first baseman's head in Clark. That means Jolka is advancing from first to third. He's going to try and go the full 270 and will jog across the plate to make it 3-0 in a chaotic sequence. And it all started with a bunt. Kyler Keel, the one who laid it down, is now standing at second with a big smile on his face.
And even with a perfect throw there, it would have been really tight at first if he makes that play. You almost wish that he would just eat that one there.
Yeah, I mean, there's an argument to be had that maybe the single was there, so he gets credit for the hit, but obviously an errant throw. So third error through 3 innings for Watertown, and they really paid for that one. Jolka scoring the second of 3 runs. It's Braden Strakota. Had a ribby 2 innings ago. He shows bunt, stabs through it. The throw down to second almost gets away, but trapped by Doty. And he actually held back on the bunt, so they're calling it ball 1. 1-0 the count with 1 down and a runner in scoring position. Aggressiveness and a couple of costly errors. That's been the 2 pretty common themes we've seen for both of these sides. 2 perfect bunts, by the way. 1-1 waved and missed.
We see it often, Corey, but in baseball it's just so important not to beat yourself.
Oh, yeah.
3 errors through 3 innings. It's just hard to win baseball games like that.
Exactly. The 0-2 slides outside. Nice block there by Cashin to freeze the base runner in Keel over there at second. He's been aggressive so far today. 1 down, Keel, the fastest one on this team, playing over there in center field. See how aggressive he gets with the shortstop and Doty sneaking behind him. And right on cue, Gates gives him a little attention and looks back. 1-2 the count, 1 down, runner on second, that's Keel. A 1-2, waved and fouled off of Cashin. Strakota just staying alive. One, two, still the count. Keel getting a pretty generous lead considering that shortstop and Doty's paying close attention to him. The 1-2. Taking over the plate for strike 3. No argument from Strakota, and it's 2 down.
It's a big response there. Get that second out. Kind of settle down. It's still a 3-run game. It's still very much in play for both teams here.
Oh, yeah. It's one of those scenarios you put 1 or 2 on, and all of a sudden the tying run's either on deck or at the plate. Here is Carson Frocky, who lined out to right field to end matters in the first. He stares down ball one, just a bit low and inside. Favorite baseball movie? We'll go there next.
Oh, man, you're going to have to give me a second. Best sport movie genre by far.
Perfect. I like where we're starting here. The 1-0 taken, curveball in the outer half for strike one.
It's just one of those things. You've got probably 20 baseball movies that are actually good. How many other sports can you say that?
1-1, more off speed. Taken inner half, and no protest there by Franke as he stares down strike two. It's 1-2 with 2 down, runner on second. Here in the bottom of the third, Beaver Dam in the driver's seat, 3-0. 1-2. Skips in, and it's blocked by Cashin. He squares his shoulders and keeps it in front of him to make it 2-2. I might give you a half inning to think about this, too.
I was just going to say, you put me in the pressure cooker, and my immediate thought goes Kevin Costner. Either Bull Durham or you go Field of Dreams.
Yeah, Field of Dreams is awesome.
So that's the immediate thought. If I have one, I'll tell you in the top half of the next day.
Okay, fair. Got time called at the plate here as Franke takes a moment. And Moneyball's always a classic. There's a lot of key references there that you can make. It's a good story.
Brad Pitt's fantastic.
2-2. Misses north of the zone to make it 3-2 on Franke.
It's almost a baseball movie in a different sense of the word, though. It almost feels cheating to include it.
So they're going into more of the business side. How do we acquire the right players, build the right team? 3-2 is flared into shallow center field. The shortstop in Doty loses the hat. And the grab is made for out number 3. Had a little confusion there. The ball was on the ground, but someone grabbed it and tossed it down. So runner stranded at second. Jolka came around to score run number 3. It's 3-0 after 3. Beaver Dam Post 146 out in front at 1430 ESPN and Daily Dodge TV.
The comfort in your home is too important to trust to just anyone. With over 75 years in the industry, Surefire Heating and Air Conditioning is proud to bring our community the heating and cooling services you deserve. Expect nothing short of excellence in service, installation, and 24/7 emergency service. As a premier Lennox dealer, we carry the best in equipment to bring you and your home peace of mind. Schedule your annual maintenance or claim your free in-home estimate today, 920-485-4883. Surefire, keeping what's important comfortable since 1947.
High school baseball diamond here on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam and Daily Dodge TV. Beaver Dam Post 146 out in front of Watertown Post 189, 3-0 after 3 as we roll into the fourth. We've seen errors, we've seen stolen bases, we've seen a pop fly into shallow center where I feel like a lot of people were a little confused as to whether or not it got caught. I'll include myself in that party. But
I'm there with you. I was
hand up for
there.
sure. We were waiting to see. We're reading the runner at second in keel to see, okay, is he sprinting? And if so, then it's a live ball. And he was, and then he stopped, and we've got clarity, and we're in the fourth. So.
And now that we are in the top half, we have a second here. I got to ask you. You asked that question. Favorite baseball movie? You have to have one.
Yeah. You didn't want to count it per se, but I do really like Moneyball.
Moneyball is fantastic. For the record, it's an unbelievable sports movie. It just feels different when you're talking about Sandlot. You're talking about these other
the Sandlot. The Sandlot's mine. Yeah. So I've told you before, I'm a big slapstick humor person. I'm definitely going like the Sandlot or Benchwarmers. One of those.
I was wondering if somebody was mentioning that. Yeah, that's more for what this
Mr. Spade.
The younger generation that's seen that movie. That's a little bit new.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always a good one. So Westover is still on the mound. 4, 5, and 6 due up. Lesnar, Doty, and Shower. First pitch from Westover is swiped on through for strike one. How did I think about the Sandlot? That's a classic, too.
That's my point. There's
the
like
Bambino.
100 baseball movies.
The 0-1. I'll have to rank them.
I know, the Naturals out there.
Angels in the outfield. Yep. 0-1 is taken upstairs for a ball to make it 1-1.
It can happen.
I'm trying to think of others here. 1-1. Swung on and missed at a ball in the dirt to make it 1-2. What's the one with the kid from the Cubs? He catches it in the outfield and they take him on the team.
Year.
Yeah, Rookie of the Year is a phenomenal movie.
That's a great one, too. Barry Bonds makes an appearance in that one as a Pittsburgh Pirate.
Little cameo.
That day.
1-2. Taken low and inside by Lesnar. fairly backs out of the way to make it 2-2. Like he was kind of willing to take one for the team there if it came down to it. 2-2. Yanked up and outside, make it 3-2. Full count on Lesnar, making Westover work for it.
Digging the stirrups Lesnar's rocking today.
3-2, foul tip into the mitt. No better feeling as a pitcher there as Westover registers his third strikeout in 4 at-bats. 4 up, 4 down for him, 1 down here in the top of the 4th.
Yeah, we have not seen a lot of balls in play here by the Ospreys. I had to remember other words for ducks for a minute.
Well, we do have Sherry Sackett chiming in saying pepperoni with pineapple is a great pizza combo. Is that where the compromise is, where you allow both? Probably not. It's a pretty do-or-die argument there. Doty takes strike 1 down the heart to make it 0-1.
I mean, I just want to point this out. Sherry Sackett is one of the nicest people in this entire town.
And here
I
comes the
have
hammer.
nothing but respect for her.
But 0-1. Hard ground ball towards the backhand of the shortstop in Julka. He fires across the diamond and throws a strike to Damon on the 6-3 putout. 2 up, 2 down.
I'm just telling you, the smartest people in the world have made mistakes.
That's phenomenal. That's a very nice way to tell someone they're wrong.
Well, no, and here's the thing. She is wrong. She knows it, and that's okay. I appreciate her candor. It's wrong, but I appreciate it.
There's polite ways to set people down, and that might just have taken the cake. I've heard everyone has their right to be wrong. I'm like, okay, that's a little strong. I'm not sure I'm not going to use that unless I really know you well. But
no, like I said,
everyone
she's
makes mistakes.
One of my favorite people in town so far, but we all can't be perfect.
And she's saying Major League, Willie Mays Hayes for one of the better movies.
That's a phenomenal
That was a
pick.
big miss.
That's a huge miss. Oh, my goodness. I'm from Ohio.
Yeah.
Family are going to hate it.
I'm impressed by the Mount Union reference from earlier. One of the better D3 powerhouses in football.
Purple Raiders.
Yep, so I know my Whitewater, obviously. It's a rival of UW Oshkosh where I went, but Mount Union's always in the mix. Yeah.
Yeah. As I say, I have too many friends that went to Whitewater and Oshkosh. I kind of trade my allegiance to you.
There we go. Drew Shower takes fastball downstairs, ankle level for ball 1. It's a 1-0 count with 2 down here in the top of the 4th. Nobody on base. Beaver Dam post 146 out in front 3-0. Westover's 1-0. Wave and a miss on a home run swing there from Shower for strike 1. What'd you play growing up, sports-wise? I think you've mentioned football.
Football, baseball, basketball. It was a lot on the parents.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Travel, right? That starts to come into play now that we're getting older. It's like, oh, they really drove me everywhere. 1-1 is taken downstairs to make it 2-1. Lots of miles in the car.
Oh, absolutely. Kids never understand what the parents do for them.
Right. 2-1, taken down the heart. That one slid in there for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That's deuces wild for Jarek Westover. As Shower steps back in. Twirls the bat over his right shoulder. 2-2. Hard ground ball up the right side. Grunwald muffs it, fires to first in just the nick of time. Gets the base runner by half a step. And it's 6 up, 6 down for Westover. 3-0 through 3.5. Bottom of the 4th when we come back on 1430 ESPN and Daily Dodge TV.
Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster at Columbus Family Dental. If you've been unhappy with your smile, it's time that you come and see us. Our team of doctors are waiting to help you get your smile back. We'll take the time to talk with you and treat you like a member of our family, not just another number. Whether it's a whole mouth makeover or simply a little tweak, we'll find the right solution that fits you. For your free, no-pressure consultation, call us today at 623-5559.
And welcome back here on Daily Dodge TV. It is, and 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. It's 3-0. Beaver Dam post 146 as we roll into the bottom of the fourth. Beaver Dam's very own Brad Wendorf taking ball 1 and 2, high and outside. Two-0, up and in on the hands. And jam shot down the right side over the fencing. So bottom third due up for Beaver Dam. Put up at least a run in 2 of the first 3 innings. Off speed taken letter high for strike 2. Some good pitch variety here from Gates. This one is pelted to right center field. And tracking back to make the play, Ninman, the second baseman for out number 1. That was deceptive. I thought that was hit a lot further than it was.
That's the third one we've seen that's just fallen right in that little weird no man's land.
Uh-huh.
Very nice play.
Triangle City.
Baseman.
Yeah.
Triangle City is right.
Liam Grunwald steps in with 1 down and nobody on. Gates comes home. First pitch, off speed again. Catches the inner half for strike 1. Did we exhaust all the baseball movies? I'm trying to think if we missed anything. The fact we missed Major League makes me think there's more out there as the 0-1 is foul tipped and into the mitt.
I'm frankly repulsed by myself that I forgot that one.
I'm tempted to, like, maybe I'll cheat and look it up after the game.
Bad News Bears.
Yep.
The original.
0-2, taking out her half for strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. That is a strikeout looking on Grunwald. 2 up, 2 down. Here comes Ben DeMaster. Football movies, I feel like that might be the sport, at least from my perspective. I don't know how you feel about it. That's the second fiddle when it comes to, like, sports with great movies. There's The Longest Yard. There's Blind Side.
Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans is huge. First pitch to the righty in DeMaster. Curveball taken upper half. Just catches the black for strike 1.
Now, here's my take for you is that while they might have better football movies, and I'll finish after this pitch for you.
This one's fouled off. Or not fouled off. That's a ball. That's what I get for looking down.
Oh, you're good. I was going to say that was kind of deceptive, too, coming in there. But tell you what, hockey movie, Miracle,
oh,
and
yeah.
Slapshot, 2 of the best movies of all time.
Those are good. There's a hockey cameo in Tooth Fairy, if that counts,
Oh, yeah.
with
Dwayne
Dwayne
"The
Johnson.
Rock" Johnson. Good call.
1-1 is taken up and in, and DeMaster ducks out of the way to make it 2-1. Neutral count here. Gates comes home. And fastball rises up out of his own, pops out of the glove of Cashin, and it's a 3-1 hitters count. DeMaster reached on an E6 and almost came all the way around to score. Ended up being stranded at third to end the second frame. 3-1 from Gates. Bends up and in, ducks out of the way again, does DeMaster, and he jogs on over to first, a 5-pitch walk.
Just important there, too, to keep a little pressure on Watertown. Don't kind of ease into the game. Let everybody settle back in.
Don't be complacent.
Nope, absolutely not. Good to draw a walk there.
Absolutely. Here's Damon up for the 3rd time today. He's made some hard contact so far. A whipping throw over to first. A little 3/4 arm slot action from Gates, and getting back safely is DeMaster.
And you're seeing it again. That's a big lead at first.
You see Watertown's acknowledging it. With 2 outs, question is, does he go? This one piped to center field. That's fading towards the center fielder in Hammond. And again, didn't have to move too much. Can of corn, runner stranded on first. And it's 3-0 after 4. To the top of the 5th we go between Beaver Dam Post 146 and Watertown here on 1430 ESPN and Daily Dodge TV.
Your Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly and Beaver Dam knows that Wisconsinites take tailgating seriously, and they'll help you take it to the next level with their award-winning Fox Brothers brats and everything you need, whether you're at the game or enjoying it at home. Fox Brothers award-winning exclusive recipes use only the highest quality ingredients you'll taste with every bite and every brat. Try their 11 Grand Champion brats and sausages, including their pre-cooked Fox Brothers original brats, spicy Southwest chicken brats, and Philly cheese brats. Check them out online at foxbrospigglywiggley.com.
And we welcome you back to the Beaver Dam High School Baseball Diamond here for Legion Baseball on a Thursday night, as Wally put it. Thursday night in July. Weather's perfect. You've got baseball. I don't think you can ask for much more here. And Beaver Dam, they can't ask for much more either. Phenomenal pitching, 4 innings of shutout ball, and they're up 3-0. New pitcher on the mound. We'll get you info on that in a second. We missed 42. That's pretty bad.
We've kind of been, to be frank, embarrassing. There's probably still another 7, 8, 9 baseball movies that we're going to be ashamed about.
It's just there's such a wide archive, right?
Well, I tell you what, Corey, we were worried about rain.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing.
Yeah, we're good.
No, we're all right.
That's a bold statement, but no, it looks good.
I want Mother Nature to hear me. This is getting in.
Braden Strakotis shifting over to first base for Beaver Dam. New pitcher on the mound, Isaac Monheim, looking like we're going with a couple spot appearances as Boston Damon threw 2 scoreless. Jarek Westover followed him up with 2 perfect innings, 6 up, 6 down. And here's Isaac Monheim, first appearance on the mound this summer, looking to get some miles on the tank.
Tell you what, too, is there anything better than coming in with a lead in the 5th inning
Yeah.
as a pitcher?
Mm-hmm.
Let's collect that W.
He's a tall glass of water, too. I'm curious to see what the delivery looks like here, if it's more of a downward angle or you'll see some guys go. He's more to the side. Kind of whips it around like 3/4.
Well, I tell you, you were probably a right-handed hitter yourself, right?
Yep.
There's nothing worse.
That's a nightmare.
Than a big dude like this that
Yeah.
throws gas, that has that arm slot delivery. It looks like it's coming right at you. It makes it so hard to sit in there.
It always bends away from you, but it starts like directly at your stomach, and you're like, okay, I'm supposed to stay in here for each of these.
I
don't want to. Yeah, just back out.
Oh, man, I was already stepping out.
Yep.
Walking to the dugout myself.
Keenan Eckert, Jacob Gates, and Eli Clark, bottom third, 2 up for Watertown, looking to scrub that goose egg off the board and get on the board, facing a 3-run deficit, 3 innings to go. Top of the 5th starts now here with Isaac Monheim. And Strakotis subbed in over at first base. Ball 1 taken low and away. That's a deceptive delivery because you don't really see the ball until he's about to release it, too.
No, that's a nasty arm slot.
1-0. Really slings that shoulder through. 2-0 as that one's taken up and away here. Eckert struck out looking, was fooled back in the second. Looking to be the spark for this offense that's had opportunities. Hasn't been able to put anybody across. 2-0 taken low and inside. Almost hit him, and it's 3-0 on Eckert.
We've seen all 3 quite off the plate so far. The only thing you really can't do here is afford to give off walks. Make them put it in play.
Yep. No free passes. There's a free pass given up to the first batter of the game in Cashin, and nothing since. And Monheim gives up a 4-pitch walk as Eckert jogs on over to first. And here's what we were talking about, Wally. I mean, it's 3-0, and it feels like everything's gone Beaver Dam's way. You can already say the words tying runs on deck because it's true. It's still a close ball game.
3-0, like you said, feels like it's all Golden Beavers, and you still very much feel like this is still a baseball game.
5th ball in a row thrown, and that one gets away from Wendorf. Gates backs away, and Eckert advances into scoring position. Just the second time that Watertown's had somebody get over to second today, so really trying to capitalize here.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see another ball if you get a mound visit here.
Just try and settle him down. That one fades inside, 6 in a row from Monheim, and see if at the very least Wendorf goes up there. It's a 2-0 count. Not exactly a high leverage situation yet, but 3-0 ball game, that can change pretty quick. Still plenty of outs to eat. 2-0. Taken low and inside. That clips the corner. Gates lifted up his front foot as to try to evade that, but crew chief calling that one a strike to make it 2-1. Gates has one of the 2 hits for Watertown so far today. Generous lead over there at second. Monheim comes home, and maybe all it takes is one. Back-to-back strikes from Monheim makes it a 2-2 count.
He looks just so much more in control. He's got that really long delivery.
Yeah.
Keep it short. You got the stuff.
Absolutely. He's calm, cool, collected. Doesn't seem to really break his composure. Sword there. That one's foul tipped into the mid as well. And Gates strikes out swinging, so not a bad way to back up 6 balls in a row with 3 strikes in a row. It's 1 down.
You said it yourself. Sometimes all it takes is one.
Yeah.
Get that feeling back.
See, the confidence is there. Here's Eli Clark getting in the 9-hole. Generous lead over there by Eckert, and Monheim acknowledges him, yanks one over to the shortstop in Jolka, and he had to save that one from going into center field. And Clark flew out to right field to end matters in the second frame, 0 for 1 on the day. He takes ball 1 just downstairs below the knees.
And Corey, we don't see the outfielders that deep. If we get a hard hit ball, there still is a very good chance you get a play at the plate here.
That's true. It's like they're almost playing in for something like that, trying to gun somebody down at home, but if it's something over their head, that's trouble. Ball 2 taken low and inside to make it a 2-0 count with 1 down, runner on second. It's 3-0. Beaver Dam post 146 out in front here in the top of the 5th. Plenty of pitching and command, quite honestly, for the 3 different pitchers that Beaver Dam's thrown out there so far. Monheim steps off and fakes the fire over to second.
It's the second time we've seen a little miscommunication there between short, between pitch.
It looked like Jolka was not going to move, so Grunwald kind of started to flirt over there near second, but no throw. The 2-0. Big pitch here. That one tails inside. He pulled the string on it for strike 1.
Yeah, that was without a doubt the slowest pitch he's thrown so far.
Well, Randy Wolf.
Little Randy Wolf is right. 69 miles an hour.
The 2-1. Tails inside again. That one almost clips the knees, and it's 3-1 on Eli Clark. And I think the message right now for Watertown is stay patient, see that first strike buzz through as Monheim's starting to get his command a little bit, but it's been a rocky start.
It looks like,
and he walks Clark on 5 pitches. So runners on first and second, tying runs at the plate.
The fastball just isn't really working for him right now. His off speed, you can tell he feels much more comfortable throwing it for a strike.
There's Davis Cashin. 0 for 1 on the day. He does have a walk, was stranded at second. I agree. And typically that first pitch is a fastball for most pitchers. So if you're already, he goes off speed there. This one's flared into right field, right at the right fielder in Franke. Steps forward, gets down to a knee, and gloves it for a pivotal out number 2 to freeze the runners at first and second.
Over those last 3 at-bats, 4 or 5 of those strikes have been curveballs. I think he's only got 1 called strike from the fastball so far.
Yeah, and you can almost see on command there, I was saying most at-bats start with a fastball, but like you were saying, his fastball is his curveball right now. That's what he's been relying on. So that one misses low and inside for ball number 1 to Matthew Hammond. Feels like he's much more confident with that looping curveball than maybe he is the fastball right now.
And you blink and you just remember tying one is at the plate.
Catches up quick. The 1-0. Fastball low and in at the feet to make it 2-0. Nice job by Wendorf to scoot over and keep that in front of him. Freeze the runners at first and second. Check back at second. Monheim comes home with the 2-0. That one again misses low and inside. Almost hits Hammond. It's a 3-0 count. And 1 pitch away from loading the bags is Monheim.
You brought it up earlier, but this is some of the great thing about summer baseball, too, is that you can let them go out there and struggle a little bit and learn from this, too.
Sometimes you're going to put yourself in tough scenarios, and there's not someone in the bullpen ready. And 4-pitch walk, so it's bases loaded. Here's the test for Monheim. 2 outs, bases loaded. That doesn't get much more high stakes than that, especially in a 3-0 ball game.
And here we go. We do get a little bit of a mound visit. Just settle them down.
Yeah. This is truly a scenario, as chaotic as it is, where you can focus on the batter because no one else is going to move. You know, outside of a wild pitch or a pass ball, everyone's frozen. You don't have to stare anyone down, worry about picking anyone off. If he gets Jaden Inman here, it's over, and they move on to the bottom of the 5th, and Jaden Inman's thinking, if I put one in the gap, it's a tie game. Lots of different outcomes here. First pitch from Monheim. Taken down the hard, about as strong of a start to an at-bat as you can get, and it's 0-1.
And that looks like it might have been his best fastball so far tonight.
And Inman had no intention to swing at that. They're definitely taking that first strike before really digging in, and a little two-seamer floats up inside for a ball, make it 1-1. Monheim, the tall righty, gets set, 1-1.
Uh-oh.
Skip slowing outside. Wendorf lost it, but all base runners freeze. Eckert thought about it, and then by the time he really decided, oh, maybe I shouldn't have hesitated, Wendorf did track that ball down. It rolled about 20 feet to his right, and he did a full 360. That's a helpless feeling if you're a catcher.
We know, though, at least the old saying, you don't make the third out at third. You don't do it at home either.
Yeah,
Make them, especially with the control.
2-1.
Uh-oh.
This one belted into the right center field gap, and just kidding, coming over is Franke. He gloves it out of the air. That's a huge play to keep it 3-0, and the bases are stranded, loaded on a line out to right. To the bottom of fifth we go. It's 3-0 Beaver Dam on 1430 ESPN and Daily Dodge TV.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
And to the bottom of the fifth frame we go. Selfies and all. We are set here for 2 more innings of Summer Legion baseball. Wally taking a picture of him, myself, and Aiden. You always got to remember your first game, right?
You don't get to call Beaver Dam baseball every day.
That's true.
all I'm telling you.
That's
so
true.
I'm pretty fired up. Got to get a picture to remember it.
And you had a great point in the top half of the fifth that, sometimes in summer ball especially, where the whole purpose is to get reps, somebody in Mannheim who doesn't pitch a whole lot in the spring, sometimes you have to let the pitcher struggle. Well, I don't know if it gets much more stressful than bases loaded with 2 outs and you've got a 3-run lead where a ball in the gap can split it wide open and tie the game up. And he got out of it. It was a line out to right. Franke got a good first step. It looked like it was trouble off the bat, but nice job by the defense to support their guy on the mound there.
You get 3 walks in that inning, and then you have that ball hit well off the bat. There's probably nothing like that gut drop that you'll have on the mound. To have that caught there, it's a huge, huge, huge out there for Beaver Dam.
I'm sure right fielder and Franke got a few thank yous, to say the very least, from Mannheim there. That was solid contact, a little late on it, but it had some juice. And here's Jake Jolka stepping up to lead things off here in the bottom of the fifth. 5 shutout innings from Beaver Dam pitching so far. First pitch is cranked into right center field. Tracking on it is the center fielder in Hammond, covering a lot of ground and not much time. Grabs it on the run for out number 1.
Yeah, we've seen Hammond make a couple plays tonight where he hasn't had to move. That ball was tailing away from him.
He had to move there.
On the run. It's a great catch.
Phenomenal, and it just right on cue with the first step. He needed it there. He didn't have a whole lot of time to camp under that one. Jarek Westover is 1 for 2 today. He steps in from a left-handed batter's box and swings first pitch. This one popped up to right field. And more towards center now as Hammond is 2 for 2 on fly balls in this frame alone.
He just missed that ball. Just got under that one.
A little more aggression here from this Beaver Dam offense. You were talking about not being complacent with that 3-0 lead. I think a little sense of urgency kicked in after it almost disappeared.
6 more outs. You would take a couple more runs here. Feel pretty good about yourself going into the 6th.
Take some insurance. Kyler Keel, the speedster, steps in from the right side, and he prevents the 3-pitch inning from happening. Watches strike 1 go by. Seven combined hits between these two teams. Off speed is cranked back up the middle. It rolls over second base and into center field for a 2-out single. And that's just what you want for the Beaver Dam offense. Don't let Watertown, that was kind of starting to get into a rhythm there, get back out onto the field after just a couple minutes.
You can tell he was sitting on the curveball there. He squared that one up.
A couple of those that are just shot right back up the middle over the mound. Perfect timing by Keel. He is 2 for 3, 2 for his last 2. It's Braden Strakota, 1 for 2 with a ribby today. Takes some off speed just off the plate for ball 1. The 1-0. Taking low and outside. Clip the corner, actually, so it's 1-1. I got to be careful on my premature calls here.
broken record.
Yeah.
Left-handed batter box.
Yeah, this one's piped on 2 hops towards the shortstop in Doty. He gloves it between his legs, nabs the lead runner at second, and a runner is stranded at first in Kiel. 6-4 on the fielder's choice. It is 3-0. Beaver Dam after 5. Top of the 6th, and we come back.
Cheer. Now cheer louder. Any accomplishment worth doing is worth doing with all your heart and soul. The entire team at Hometown Glass and Improvement knows that dedication, time, and respect can lead to greatness. When practicing free throws, running for a touchdown, or installing new windows and doors, it is commitment to something larger than oneself that creates a legacy. So keep cheering for your hometown team. Hometown Glass and Improvement online at hometownglass.com.
3-0 our score. Beaver Dam post 146 out in front of Watertown post 189 as we roll into the top of the 6th. If there's a time for Watertown to spark some offense, now is it. Meat of the order due up. Lesnar, Doty, and Schauer. So Isaac Monheim, after meandering out of that bases loaded 2-out jam, shifts over to first, and Braden Strakota, the 4th pitcher of the day for Beaver Dam, through 5+. But hey, Wally, if it's not broke, don't fix it. They've still held them scoreless so far.
And only given up 2 hits.
Yeah.
I mean, they're really not allowing the base runners, last inning being the exception, and we'll see if this inning they can get a little bit more command.
Yeah, just 2 hits. Lots of runners left on base, that's for sure. We've got 6 through 5 innings, and Watertown just needs to put a couple of those across. Strakota strolling in after playing first base throughout the first 5 innings of this one. Second appearance of the summer. First time through, he gave up 3 runs through 2 1/3 innings pitched, struck out 4, and walked 2. So looking to get more miles on another tank here, and still a relatively low leverage situation. You really get into trouble once you let 1 or 2 into scoring position, but he starts with a clean slate here, and will go up against 4, 5, and 6. Those stadium lights in full effect.
Can't say it enough. Just a perfect night.
Oh, yeah. It's beautiful that they have the luxury of these stadium lights. As, same time last year, they wouldn't be doing this ball game at this time right now. They couldn't. Sun goes down, ball game over, and that's not the case anymore. First pitch is taken low on a check swing, and Lesnar holds up for ball 1. Yeah, it really gives it more of a big game feel when you could play at prime time, your 7:15, 7:30s. 1-0.
Was there
and in the hands, jam shot foul.
Was there ever a better thing growing up than getting to play under the lights?
Oh, yeah.
Getting to think of the big league stars that you think of and you're proud of, you emulate yourself after.
Oh, yeah. And Coach Wilkie, who runs the Beaver Dam high school baseball team, he said it makes these guys feel like celebrities, right? Everyone wants to come out for a night game as a knee buckler, nips the inner half for strike 2. And, yeah, as a player, like you said, it feels like you're center stage when you're out there and you're under the lights. 1-2 from Strakota, and he's got his first punchy. There is out number 1. Throws him up on that one.
And getting back to what they really need to do here, it's just common sense, but you got to hit the zone here. You can't afford base runners. If they're going to get on, really make them earn it.
Mm-hmm. And flirt with that outer edge, and we kind of saw Strakota start to do that there as he worked further into the at-bat. It's the 9th strikeout from Beaver Dam pitching across 4 different pitchers so far. Hitting those spots that command the dominance as ball 1 is taken up and away by Doty. That's been a constant through these 4 pitchers so far. Obviously, smaller sample size for Strakota here. Nobody on here in the top of the 6th. 1 down. The 1-0 from number 4. Tails inside. That's a textbook curveball.
Fantastic pitch.
You start it at your opponent's shoulder blades and just fade it right into the zone.
Helpless feeling as a batter when you're not sitting on that, too.
Yep. You already decided you're taking it. Looks like it's off the plate. That one is piped to left and fielded on a hop by DeMaster, but too late. It's a single for Doty. He sat on that one.
I was going to say, he went right back to the well, same spot, same pitch. This time he was ready for it. And you said it. He got all of that one.
Mm-hmm. Third hit of the day for Watertown. 3 different players. Ninman had one in the first. In the second, it was Gates. And first hit in the last 3+ innings goes to Doty.
Had one of those perfects from MLB The Show
right there. He lined it up right in the middle of the circle. First pitch with 1 out, misses upstairs to Drew Showers, 0 for 2, and flew out to shallow center back in the 4th. Check over on first by Strakota. 1-0. Taken downstairs for ball 2. I'd be curious, like it's still, I believe this is still Generation Z out there. Are you a millennial or are you Gen Z?
I'm millennial. I'm the tail end of it.
Okay.
I'm one of them.
Right on that threshold. I think it's like 1997 is where the jump happens.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm a 93 baby.
Okay.
So I'm an old man, Corey.
No, you're not. You're fine.
I was going to say, you're just a young guy over here.
An 0-1, yep. There's a check on first, and Doty gets back in time. It's just you mentioned the show, and I'm thinking as this one is popped up, it remains in the infield, now fades into foul territory. Monheim off the mound and over to first, and locks and all. He catches it and throws it behind the back. Little moxie there.
Felt pretty good about that one, huh?
Yeah. 07, so you're Gen Z, and then it's Gen Alpha after that. I'm just thinking, like, what games?
07. I'm sorry. No, Aiden's 07.
Yeah.
No, I was going into high school. No, that ain't right. That ain't right.
Going into his senior year as our videographer. He's doing awesome, by the way.
Oh, Aiden's the man. He's just – no, he was born in like 2000 or 99 or something.
I wasn't even born in 99. So.
What? Oh, my goodness. I'm having a moment, guys. Oh, no.
Keenan Eckert steps in as Wally starts to hyperventilate, and he takes strike 1 in her half.
Life is flying in front of my eyes right now.
You're still in your prime. You're in your MVP season here.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I was going to say, they ain't going to re-sign me.
You're off the rookie contract, but you're banking out as the 0-1 misses up and inside to make it 1-1 with 2 down.
If I was a running back.
you're done.
Say my career's over.
Yeah. We'll call you the quarterback.
I need it.
Start building the team around you as the 1-1 is taken just low.
I was going to say, don't know if you want to build the team around, but hey, you know what? I'll take that as a compliment, Corey.
As long as we don't talk about the pineapple.
No, never again.
It's a chemistry destroyer. Runner's going. Strike 2 is taken, outer half. Throw down to second. Skips away. So the runner in Doty is safe, gets the stolen bag. He had to earn it, though.
I think that if he scoops that, there's a chance that he's out at second. That was almost a perfect throw.
Throw was in time, and it was glove side, so yeah, that would have been perfect. Third time Watertown's had a man in scoring position. It is with 2 down, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Strakota checks back, comes home. The 2-2. Skips in there for ball 3. Payoff pitch on the way. So before we got into generations, I was thinking, I'm like, what? I guess we could ask Aiden, too. What, like, sports games, or what games is everyone playing now? I don't know. Okay, that's fair. In terms of, like, the show or, like, a Madden, as the 3-2 is taken outer half, and we will address this in the next half inning. As a runner in Doty is stranded on second. It is 3-0 Beaver Dam after 5.5. Bottom of the 6th we go on 1430 ESPN and Daily Dodge TV.
Chris Kladowski Real Estate. As a realtor, there is such joy in driving past one of our clients' houses that is now the place they call home. Be it a first-time home buyer, a relocation to our community, or someone upsizing or downsizing. We are passionate about the place you call home and meeting your wants and needs each step of the way. We sell the houses, you make it a home. Questions? Give us a call, 920-219-9212. Kladowski Real Estate, your trusted real estate advisors.
And we are back here for the BDHS Baseball Diamond. 3-0 through 5.5 to the bottom of the 6th we go. Beaver Dam post 146 with, we'll call it a commanding lead over Watertown post 189. It's been shutout ball from the pitching staff and situational hitting and aggressive base running that allowed Beaver Dam to score 3 in the first 3 innings. Wally's baffled here that our videographer in Aiden was born when you were in high school, is that right? Is the timeline right?
Like in 8th grade.
93, so you were, okay, 8th to 9th? Yeah.
I'm like got in a cold sweat right now.
Well, just start talking to, the other full-time employees and then make yourself feel young,
Oh, my goodness.
Go make Wade feel bad.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, yeah, I'll give away the call tomorrow.
Just find someone who's a little elder than you.
Man, but you brought up right before we went to break.
Uh-huh.
What games people play?
Yeah, like what's the video game that like is going on now? Because I was a big The Show person or like Madden. I feel like it's a lot of combat now. Like you were talking.
It definitely is. I'm like kind of an
Fortnite?
old person at this point. I can't play any of those games with the combat. Oh man,
Yeah.
I look lost.
So Beaver Dam post 146. Maybe one last chance to put on some insurance runs before Watertown faces their final 3 outs. It's Frankie Wendorf and Gruenhold. And pinch hitting for Frankie now is Isaac Monheim, who takes strike 1 at the knees, make it 1-1. The 1-1 loops in there and is swung on and foul tipped into the dirt, and then the mitt for strike 2.
Definitely was sitting fastball there. You kind of saw it halfway through that swing. He was regretting his decision.
Took that big step. Had to commit to it. This one fouled off and over the little grandstands here, rolling towards the Beaver Dam track. The fall sport's coming up soon. I mean, I know you're just rolling in like midsummer, but football is going to be reporting to practice and training camp pretty soon, and then first games are about a month away, believe it or not. So we'll be rolling into the 24-25 season.
That's a month away.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my goodness. Aiden's 17, born in 2007, and we're a month away from football. What a night.
And 2025 is like, what is it, 5 months away, kind of? Going into his senior year as Aiden Voigt. Here's a rifle from third on a ground ball up the left side. Lesnar to Clark, and it's 5-3 on the putout for out number 1.
And I know he's had a tough day over there. Not probably the start he wanted. Had a couple tough at-bats. To have a play like that, their strong throw, it's got to feel good right now.
Oh, yeah. He's capitalizing every opportunity, and he did that there.
Got to have a short memory, man.
It's Brad Wendorf with 1 down and nobody on. He steps in from the right side and takes some off speed, low and off the plate. Skids by the backhand of Cashin for ball 1. So, yeah, fall, it'll be football, it'll be volleyball. There's boys soccer in there as well. That's across the street. We'll cover some of those. Some bowling as well as we kind of roll into the fall-winter season. Aiden's on the team there. This one, a liner to right field, and right at a sprinting Eckert. Came in and nabbed it in the air for out number 2. Now, that's not an easy play because when that ball was fading, when it goes to right like that, it's kind of dive-bobbing towards the ground, so Eckert had to get on his horse to grab that one.
Yeah, this is 2 straight innings. We've seen good play, good reads right off the bat from the Watertown outfielders.
They had that ugly spurt between the second and third frames where they had 3 quick errors, and beyond that, they've been clean. Here's Liam Grunwald ducking out of the way of ball 1.
A little unhappiness there from the pitcher for that ball call.
It fooled the batter, and it looks like it kind of fooled the crew chief a little bit too, as it looked like that one was over, but it's hard to tell. Yeah, you're seeing the frustration kick in, and the 2-0's taken up and away. 2-0 with 2 down. Under curveball. That one peppered in there perfectly for strike 1.
Man, imagine Camp Randall first jumper on. I'll say.
Oh, yeah. Right. And strike 2 taken out her half. Quickly working back to make it a 2-2 count with 2 down. Watertown trying to sit Beaver Dam down in 1-2-3 fashion for the first time today. Maybe garner a little momentum, give it to the bats. 2-2 taken upstairs. Grunwald watches it buzz by for ball 3. Payoff is fouled up and over the fencing. Sun has set now. Stadium lights on full display. Payoff pitch. Taken upper half and a full count walk drawn by Grunwald.
Well, we're talking fall sports. I'm telling you, this is the first year we got expanded Big Ten. Imagine a jump around with the Trojans coming into town, or the Bruins, or
Yep.
one of these
non-conference,
other
they've got
Pac-12
Bama.
teams.
Yep.
Yeah, good point. I forgot about that.
quick whip over to first, and looks like Grunwald dives back in. Yeah, they're going to be going up against Bama first couple of weeks. I mean, even, yeah, like you said, to have like an Oregon in your conference now, or they've got USC, UCLA, Washington. Washington had a great year with Penix before he somehow went to the Vikings.
He just needed one more game for me.
Uh-huh. This one popped near the third baseman in Lesnar, and that'll do it. Can of corn, Beaver Dam strands one, but they hold that pivotal 3-run lead they've had since the bottom of the third. Watertown down to their final 3 outs. We roll into the top of the 7th when we come back on 1430 ESPN and Daily Dodge TV.
For every, where's the grocery list? I'll go to the store.
So you'll fill up my car on the way home?
Moment. If it has to do with your life and your money, it's a landmark moment, and Landmark Credit Union is here to help. With free checking accounts that offer you the choice of getting paid dividends on your balance or earning rewards points on your purchases. Opening an account is fast and simple and gives you access to Credit Hub, powered by Savvy Money, which shows your credit score so you can keep your finances healthy. Landmark Credit Union. Visit landmarkcu.com, insured by NCUA.
3 outs left, 3-run lead for Beaver Dam post 146 on top of Watertown post 189. Corey Sparks here with you. Wally Lukaczynski here as well. Lukaczynski, goodness gracious. I will get it.
I'm telling you.
I will get it.
You brought attention to it. I think that flies under the radar if you don't say anything.
I'll just fake it till I make it. We have Aiden Boyd here on site as our video engineer, doing a phenomenal job as always, and same goes for Jack Wilski back at the station. Top of the 7th, we are here, and Beaver Dam looking to slam the door and improve to 12-2 through the first 14. Meanwhile, Watertown looking to regain some momentum after that 3-game skid that they snapped last night. 12-2, not a bad start to the year.
All right, Corey, 3 outs. Lot of strikes coming, right?
Oh, yeah.
Gotta be making them earn it. I know I keep saying it, but can't afford to give them any hope here.
Got to put it over the plate. Kyler Keel actually is going to migrate from center field onto the mound. It's the type of variety and switching that you'll see in summer ball. Through 2 appearances, he has not allowed a run through 2 2/3, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. His first pitch, strike. Almost call it middle, make it 0-1. 8-9-1 in the order due up. Jacob Gates is 1 for 2, has one of those 3 hits for Watertown. The 0-1. Spike blowing outside, gets past the backhand of Wendorf, and it's 1-1. Beaver Dam's played 13 games. They've won 11 of them, and 5 of those 13 have been shutouts. So a little better than 1 out of every 3 games. They've shut somebody out, and we're trending in the right direction here. And it's a variety of guys, right? This is the 5th pitcher Beaver Dam's had, being Kyler Keel, as he spikes one in the dirt to make it 2-1. It's just command, and like you said, hitting your spots and finding out where those pockets are. Today it's been the outer half for righties. 2-1, check swing, and it's a slow roller near Jolka at short. He fields, got to hurry, fires to first, and gets his man by a step and a half for out number 1.
That's just so huge. In nights like this where the bats really weren't anything crazy for Beaver Dam, and you come out with a pitching staff like this, you know they're just going to get outs. They're going to attack batters. It's a really good recipe for success.
Looking at both teams here, Wally, no extra base hits. It has strictly been plate discipline, and then as we refer to in the first couple innings, aggressive base running, aggressive hack there by Eli Clark. He swipes through strike 1 to make it 0-1 with 1 down. There's that base running. You nailed it on the head as soon as it started, and it persisted for a couple of innings there. 0-1 from Keel. He yanks one low and outside. Wendorf tried to frame it, but to no avail. 1-1 the count with 1 down. Nobody on. Watertown trying to get at least a run on the board here before their final 2 outs. Good competitive ball game. Lots of good pitching. Both sides have worked out of some jams. We look at Isaac Monheim back in the 5th inning. Bases loaded, 2 outs. If that line out to right maybe is 20 feet to the left, we might be looking at a different ball game right now. So 2-1 the count. Keel comes home, check swing, and he held up. Make it 3-1.
You're absolutely right, though, Corey. If this result holds, we're going to look back at that 5th inning. Being able to overcome the control issues, get an important out there, huge.
3 walks, and yeah, it was hard contact, but he threw a strike. That was the key. Speaking of which, that one nips the lower half and makes it a 3-2 count with 1 down. Payoff pitch on the way. Got him outer half. Emphatic signature from the crew chief, and Beaver Dam 1 out away from winning 8 of their last 9 and 4 in a row.
And you know what? We've been at least talking about how the strike zone's been a little bit over into the left-handed box tonight, but he's been consistent all night. Both teams have had the same strike zone.
Hitters know it. Pitchers know it. They're going for those spots, and it's kind of up to the hitters to maybe crowd the plate a little bit more.
That's all you can ask for is consistency. As long as it's the same for both.
Yeah, it's been a good zone. Like you said, it's been in the same spot. Here's Davis Cashin back against the wall, trying to start a 2-out rally here. He takes ball 1, low and away. Cashin 0 for 2 with a walk drawn. 1-0, high leg kick, and it's taken low and inside for ball 2. We've seen patience from Watertown. You've got to give them credit for that. They've drawn a plethora of walks. I see 4 here through 6 1/3. It's a matter of advancing those base runners over. 2-0 from Keel. He tries to work back and does so.
Well, it's important to stay patient here, too, because you can't do anything to make this a tie game with this at bat. You got to just get on base.
Got to be patient, and that's what Cashin has done so far. He's taken 3 balls in a row. Keel deals. And that one is strike 1 on the inner half near the knees to make it 3-1. Not in a scenario where you can win it all in one swing here. 3-1. And there is a big swing. It's piped to shallow center. Tracking on it is the shortstop in Jolka. He gloves it. And Beaver Dam takes the W. Make it a 12-2 start through 14 for a team that has a lot of dominance. 6 state championships through their history. Got the celebratory fashion dances going on in the infield. Beaver Dam wins 3-0, and they improve to 12-2. Winners of 8 of their last 9 and each of their last 4. Watertown falls to 9-7, still 2 games above 500 as these two teams roll into the final week to 2 weeks of their season before regional play. Line score for you, Beaver Dam 3 runs on 6 hits, an errorless ball game for them. And for Watertown, no runs on 3 hits and those 3 errors, kind of biting them towards the front half of this ball game. Wally, it's been a pleasure, man. Thanks for coming on.
Oh, it's been a blast. I look forward to getting to know you guys at home. Excited to be here in Beaver Dam, but Corey, you're the man. You're fantastic at what you do.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it, and happy to have you on. It's always great to have someone else to kind of provide some insight. Of course, thank you to Aiden Voigt, who's video engineering here, giving us the thumbs up. Jack Wilski back at the station as well. 3-0 your final score. Beaver Dam Post 146 takes the W at home. A huge thank you to Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District, as well as our other high school sports partners in McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Napleton Chevy Buick GMC, Kladowski Real Estate, Slumberland, Pizza Ranch, Home and Auto, the Park Village Shopping Center, Surefire, Richards Insurance, Landmark Credit Union, Preferred Dental Partners, and Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly. 3-0 your final. Beaver Dam takes it and improves to 12-2. Watertown down to 9-7. Have a wonderful night, everybody. This has been another Beaver Dam baseball production on 1430 ESPN and Daily Dodge TV.